versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about. Versus the world. We don't fuck around. If we did, we found out we are drunks. Versus the world. We may not be right, but we don't know what about.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Drunks vs. the World.
Hello.
And I am Jason.
Hello, I'm Justin.
Hello, I'm Lucas.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello? This thing on?
Yeah, we're live, brother.
Oh, shit. So, here we are, recording on a Friday.
Friday night.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, TGIF. Yeah.
Thank God it's
Fucking
finished.
Friday.
Yeah.
So, how was your week?
These last 2 days were pretty good. Went to Time Bomb Wrestling.
Time
You
Bomb
went to
Wrestling?
the Time Bomb
Fargo
Wrestling?
at the Sanctuary. Time Bomb. Time Bomb Roll.
Saw, was it
Tanaka.
Tanaka. Yeah. He still got it. He must be in his 50s or 60s taking chair shots to the head, and
That's crazy.
guy is crazy.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of those guys, it's not that they don't have it anymore. It's just that
They love it.
they love it,
Yeah.
and there's somebody in the major promotions like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. Why not? If they can still fucking do it.
You know.
I mean, I get it. It probably comes down to crowd, what
Sure.
the crowd think of them. But
You guys remember him back in?
I do.
I don't.
Yeah, he was with, was it Funaki, I think, for a while.
and he was part of that fucking little group with fucking Kai and Tai, I believe, for a while too.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. And one of those guys are still trainers in WWE. He's one of the guys that teaches the newbies how to do it.
I can see that. But the crowd was into it. It was I had a great time for $20. Shit.
Yeah.
It was
That's
time.
not
Awesome.
bad at all.
And then I'm going to the Lions Vikings game.
You are
Sunday. US Bank Stadium.
be a good game.
Should be.
I think you guys, like I said, yeah, I'm not going to say anything, but my feelings are you guys have a really good chance on making it to at least the NFC Championship.
Wow.
Your guys is fucking off
Just
defense.
jinxed us.
Thanks for the jinx.
You're welcome.
I got to see more from Darnold. To get that far, I don't trust him.
You guys are fucking 5-0.
But I know. They've started 5-0 before and haven't even made the playoffs.
Oh, I get it. I'm just saying is that, I mean, your guys' defense is fucking
Defense is the best in the league right now.
killing it.
Yeah, they're
And you're
firing on all cylinders.
Your offensive line's fucking legit. Justin Jefferson's fucking.
I mean, maybe the GOAT. Early stages of a GOAT-like career. Like Justin
Yeah.
Jefferson.
He'll be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
But it's that fucking quarterback. You need a good quarterback, and
He's been doing it, though.
Yep.
well, this last game he wasn't very good, but they still won because of the defense.
Okay, so the other 4 games, who knows?
Yeah, that was one game
I
out
would
of
say
5 that
a
he...
game and a half. He hasn't been very good.
Can't make you fucking happy, can we? Jesus Christ.
I am happy. No, I'm happy. But you're saying like, oh, we're gonna go to the NFC Championship.
Hey, I didn't say they're gonna. I said there's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you guys
where my
have
mind
the
goes, like,
defense. And we all know defense wins championships.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have an offense that can obviously score points. Mm-hmm. So
It's hard to see it from an insider's point of view, like a Minnesota, a lifelong Minnesota fan's
we're
point of view,
jaded, man.
where like they could be, it could be halftime at the Super Bowl and they have a 45-0 lead, and we would be sitting there like, wow, they're not. Man, they gave up that third down and third and long opportunity. Like, I don't know.
it's starting to sound like fucking what's his name from the fucking Falcons, that 28-3 lead that they had.
Matt
Fucking.
Ryan. That was a fucking collapse.
I remember that game. We were watching. I had a big. I shouldn't say big, but we had a Super Bowl party at one of the rooms at O'Kelly's, and I was like, fuck yeah, fuck them. And then all of a sudden, I was like,
you were cheering for the Falcons.
Fuck yeah, I was.
I think we were all Falcons fans for 2 quarters.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was at a Super Bowl party as well, and we turned it off. I think by the end of the 3rd quarter, we turned it off and started playing video games because we were like,
You thought it was a blowout?
No, because the Patriots were coming back. We're like, they're going to do it, and I can't bear to watch it.
Huh?
And so, we started playing video games.
Wow. It still hurts right here.
I like the Patriots, so I mean that was the greatest comeback ever.
Well,
no, Super Bowl comeback, yes.
Yeah.
Statistically, it wasn't, but with what was at stake, shit.
And then what was it? 2 years later, he fucking Brady wins another one, but with the Bucks.
Yeah, COVID year. That's why he is the GOAT.
So Tom Brady got approved to be an owner.
Yeah.
And he's already talked about bringing fucking Belichick in. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I would take it.
It's already been proven that he can't win without Brady on the field. It's already been proven.
I mean,
it's
they
proven.
both needed each other. That's how you get
fucking Brady went and won one without him.
I know.
So apparently that proves that one doesn't need the other. But the other does need one.
I think they both needed each other.
I hate you.
That's how they get 7. They probably only would have gotten 2 apiece if they weren't together.
That's more than fucking 99% of the other quarterbacks out there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Lucas, how was your week?
My week was fine. It was okay. I didn't do anything terribly interesting.
Yeah.
Should have came to Time Bomb.
I know. I should have gone to Time Bomb.
I heard there was wrestling going on.
I went to Time Bomb.
I know. I have proof of you there. You're in the background
Funny
of the picture that my friend
said
sent.
You saw it like, is that fucking...
No, it was because I was showing you and you were like, I probably would have been right around there or something. And so I was like, oh, what if he just happens to be in there?
How bad is it that you have to get fucking nosebleed to a fucking local wrestling match?
Oh, we were great. Standing room. It was...
Yeah, because even...
for me to the TV away.
Because where you are in the background, it's like maybe 20 feet.
I guess it looked further than to me.
Because where that picture is taken from is literally like the 2nd row.
Yeah.
So if the other picture that they sent me they were 6 feet from the ring.
Yep. Have you ever been to that sanctuary building?
No. Is that the one over by the Northern?
Yep.
Yeah. No.
It used to be a church. Now they do just all kinds of shit.
Didn't Jade Presents buy that place?
They might.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I think he owns that. I think he also owns that TAC fucking TAK building in Moorhead, Dilworth, over by Dilworth. But hey, good for them. I mean, they needed something. But what I really fucking hate is that. So he also does a lot of that. Jade Presents does a lot of stuff with Fargo Brewing. Mm-hmm. So when you get some decent fucking bands, and then it's at Fargo Brewing, and I'm like, fuck, because I think their beer's garbage.
I agree,
and I don't mind having a fucking like a microbrew or a local brewery's beer once in a while. Mm-hmm. But as far as I'm concerned, every one of their beers tasted the same.
Yeah,
and so I went to Seven Dust there a few years ago, and I was like, this fuck. It's spending $5-6 a beer, whatever. But the shit is just so filling and it's
heavy.
Your gut is just...
I just felt like complete garbage right afterwards, So, I'm glad that he does have somewhere else that he can do some of this shit. And so then you're not stuck being just, because a lot of people go to say like a concert or whatever. If they want a drink, they can go buy a cocktail. Mm-hmm. They want a beer, they can get a beer. They want, say, like a Mike's Hard Lemonade or a fucking Twisted Tea or something like that. You can get that shit.
You can get that there.
But if you go to fucking Fargo Brewing, you got to have this garbage or that garbage. And I'm just like, fuck. I'll go to, Junkyard, or I'll go Drecker's before I'll go there.
No.
So, but that's me.
We should record our podcast from the sanctuary.
What I like about
the live audience.
Live audience? Yeah.
What I like about the sanctuary, like from a size perspective, it's good for like Time Bomb Wrestling was a
I was at Time.
It's a good venue. It's a good venue for places that are, because the Civic that's the smaller of our, kind of venues here. But even that is way too big for a lot of smaller shows.
And I'm go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I've seen good sized crowds at a couple comedy shows that I've been to at the Sanctuary, where it's like, yeah, they definitely couldn't have filled the Civic, but like any other place would have been way too small for them.
I can't remember where it was, but I went and seen Green Jelly was playing.
Oh, wow.
Was playing at some fucking show.
Green Jelly.
They did the Three Little Pigs song.
Three Little Pigs song.
Little pig, let me in.
Not by the hair of my chin.
Oh anyway, God, you got to watch the video. It's a great it's a claymation style video.
And it's from like the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, early 90s.
And it was, anyway, I can't remember exactly where we seen them at, but then they hand out these masks, the big heads that apparently it's a big deal that people could wear. No, I didn't want to wear the fucker, and I ended up putting it on anyway. Fucking the things just smell like fucking throw up and shit because people are drunk and they wear these things, and but it was, I want to say, it might have been at the old Pickled Parrot downtown.
Oh, okay.
Because they had that thing upstairs.
Yep.
That was a decent place to have shows. But what you were saying about the Civic Center downtown, I've been to a lot of concerts down there. And they had some MMA fights there, and it's not a horrible, they just don't do anything with it anymore. Which really kind of stupid, because if they still want to bring in national acts, but they're not going to be big enough to sell out, say, the Fargo Dome or even the Shields Arena, you have that.
They really don't do much with it. I've been to, Dave Chappelle was there.
Oh, really?
That was a long time ago, though.
My very first Motley Crue concert was there.
Really?
That was back when they didn't have Vince. And that was my very first concert ever.
That's where the terrible Avenged Sevenfold concert was. Apparently.
Oh, really?
Isn't that the one that you went to where their audio was all fucked? Like they couldn't get the audio right?
I never been to Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, who must have been someone I worked with.
They have to cancel the concert?
No, it was they played, but like whoever did the audio and stuff just
wasn't good at their job.
They didn't know what they were doing, and so the speakers it just sounded all blown out and shit.
See, and that is a problem with that place. I've been there. Actually, I was there during a local local MMA fight, and the audio in that place is fucking garbage. But if you're a local band, or not a local band, but say you're a national act, but you know that you're not going to sell out, like we said, the Dome or the Shields Arena, and you put them in there, you should be bringing your own shit anyway. So why are you usually have somebody to run your own audio, running off of your own equipment anyway. Yeah. You don't depend on the venue's equipment, because chances are they may not. I mean, they probably do have their own, but not for what you're going to be using it for.
Avenged Sevenfold's kind of garbage anyway, so it doesn't.
They got
matter.
a couple good.
Doesn't
albums.
matter what.
They got a couple really good albums actually.
Oh yeah, Bat Country is one of my favorite songs they've ever done.
They're okay.
You need to go stand in the corner for.
Sorry.
They got some fucking sick ass.
I think
some sick ass what
riffs.
Some sick ass.
I love their sound.
Yeah. Bow to the King, great song.
Yeah, Hail to the King.
It's just
Hail to the King.
Yep.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. Like I said, Bat Country. That was the very first song I ever listened to that I really dug. And if they were headlining, I could see them doing more of the Shields Arena than I could the Dome.
Yep.
Yeah, and they played the Civic because I think it was probably right as the Shields Arena was maybe like just starting, and so
that's where Kiss played the Civic Center.
Oh yeah,
fuck yeah.
That's where I seen Kiss.
I wish
Ted
I would
Nugent
have made a Kiss concert.
I think it was Kiss, Ted Nugent, and Skid Row. Ted Nugent was awesome. Fucking guy. Halfway through, he goes and puts his loincloth on, and he's got a big old headdress, and he's out there playing Cat Scratch Fever and shit. And the guy's fucking. He's a crazy fucking Republican, but that guy is fucking can get on a guitar.
Oh yeah,
and throw down with some of the best of them. You know.
I saw him at Moondance Jam in like '99, and it was never really a fan of his music, but he put on a hell of a show.
One of my favorite songs that he did, and I believe his encore song was called Fred Bear. And Fred Bear, he was a famous world hunter. He hunted everywhere in the world, and the song was actually the guy had died, so he wrote. We didn't die from Ted Nugent wrote the song, and it was like it was a tribute to him. It's
a really long song.
It is, but it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
really does.
You don't really hear from him. He was always very outspoken about shit, but I haven't heard what he's up to lately.
Hunting. Apparently, he feeds his family on everything that he kills. It's unfortunate because it's kind of reminds me of somebody at this table who's told me about that. Lucas,
I feel bad for his family having to eat that shit.
I guess it kind of depends too. I mean, I don't mind venison. I don't mind certain fucking stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize if an animal is surprised. So say it's a fucking buck and you surprise it before you shoot it, that meat's gonna be just tough as shit because now there's nothing but fucking hormone to shit to tighten it up, and and it is gamey as fuck. And depending on where you shot it at, God.
Yeah.
But
it's not for everybody.
No, that is very true.
In fact, I think it's for nobody.
I tell you so the wife, my brothers offered us a chance. It was me and a couple other people. We were all going to go in and buy a full cow and have it butchered. And Kelly didn't want to do it because she doesn't trust it. I'm like, what do you mean? It's a cow. If it doesn't come from a fucking grocery store, she said, that doesn't have the fucking sticker. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's.
I was like, there's a good, like the burger. If that shit's more than fucking like 4 or 5 days old, they take it off, they bring it in, they mix it in with some newer shit and throw it back out there.
Back in.
Yep.
And I'm like, and then you can actually see the difference between stuff that was in a grocery store and the stuff that you had bought. Mm-hmm. And there's no fucking difference. And I made a sloppy joes with some of it once.
Did you tell her?
After she ate it.
You son of a bitch.
She was pissed. She was mad as fuck. I'm like, you didn't even know. You couldn't tell the difference. I mean, it's still
You're gonna get sick.
It's still a fucking cow. Mm-hmm. One of the best fucking ribeyes I ever got was off of my brother had bought half a cow, and he gave you this fucking ribeye was the size of your head, probably 1.5 inches thick, decent marbling and everything, and I fucking threw that thing on the grill that night. Yeah. I remember I was drunk as shit. Me and Kelly got home. We were at my brother's house. I got home. She went upstairs. I grabbed about 3 or 4 little fucking mini potatoes, came down here, cut those fuckers up. I threw those on the grill with that steak. Mm-hmm. And I was out here fucking eating a steak of potatoes at like 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. It was delicious.
Yeah, that lasts a long time too if you split it with somebody.
Yep. So, yeah. To get back what we were kind of talking about, though, I mean, it was kind of funny how there forever we were getting really good shows here in town, and now it's kind of slowed down again.
I feel like Grand Forks gets better concerts than we do here.
They're about the same. I mean,
it's probably pretty close.
Like 3 doors down, it's Theory of a Dead Man. One of those two are going to be in Grand Forks, but I don't think they're doing it at the Alaris Center. I went to a show down there for, it was Warrant, Skid Row, and a couple other 80s bands, and it was the day after Janie Lane died. And we got to go backstage because one of the girls that worked at the club was dating Snake Sabo from Skid Row. So we got to go backstage, and we met Warrant and everything, and they're like, hey, glad to meet you, but you probably understand we're going to take off. We're like, fuck yeah, I understand 100%.
What do you mean you're going to take off?
And it was literally the day after Janie Lane had passed away. Well, then everybody was like, oh, what are you guys going to do? I was like, well, fuck, what do you guys want to do? Let's go to a bar. Fuck, we're sitting at a bar in fucking Grand Forks with Skid Row getting shit-faced,
Wow.
It was a good time.
Fucking A.
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah.
I've lived a good life.
Yeah. You're still living, man.
Yeah. But my life's way more boring now than it used to be.
So you gotta go to Time Bomb.
Time Bomb.
I should have went to
Wrestling.
Time Bomb. Hey, did
Well,
you
went
I'm
to-
living, man.
He went to Williston though.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
did I tell you
Remember that?
I did go to
Yeah, you
Williston.
did.
I did go to Williston.
How was that?
You know, you
I
haven't
moved
lived.
right back.
What the fuck? Whatever your Alexa or whatever the fuck your name is.
What did she say?
Couldn't have gone better, she said.
Yeah. She's piping in when we didn't even ask her.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's
No,
Google, not Alexa.
you haven't lived if you haven't went to Williston.
I've been there.
Then you have
I
lived.
could, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to Bismarck tomorrow. So I'm really
Big
living.
B,
Really living.
Big B.
Yeah.
You only live after going to Williston because you realize, like, oh my God, I could live there.
Yeah.
I need to make the most of
good
my
point,
life
yeah.
from this point on.
Yeah, if it's so great, why did you move?
Well, because it was too great. For me.
Greatness overload. He felt like
I need to get out of here because I might just get way too great
Yeah.
if I stay there.
So
longer.
great, so great.
And like if
I'm the
he was
greatest.
thinking, if I leave, then that opens up a spot for someone else who hasn't experienced the
Giving
greatness
somebody
of
else the
Williston.
opportunity.
That's exactly why.
Awfully noble. of you.
Yeah, you know that's what I'm here for.
Yep.
I'm here to-
Selfless. Selfless.
Selfless
Selfless.
act moved away from Williston. Fuck that place. I hate
The place
that.
is good.
I hate
Are there
that.
fires still burning?
I don't think so. If there are, apparently it's not big enough to worry about anymore.
I guess not. All those wells, all gone.
Well,
Those
majority.
rigs. I don't know if they
So,
are or not.
so I heard, I read that I think it's Exxon is selling a huge portion of what they own in Western North Dakota to invest it somewhere else, and I'm like, oh, they're going to reinvest out in the fucking Saudi Arabia. I'm like, go right ahead. There's going to be another war there in about 13 minutes. You know, go right the fuck ahead.
Yeah.
Which they said that they own like 147 drilling wells, and then they have like 400 some that are, they say are non-producing. The problem is with the non-producing,
So
It's
you
a-
choose not to produce it.
exactly, because a lot of these wells are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
But they build enough roads to them, and all they have to do is fucking crank up the fucking pumping unit to start filling the barrels or filling the tanks. Once those tanks are too full, then a truck shows up, they fill the motherfucker up, they send it on its way. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much the fucking short and skinny of it.
Yeah.
But
When they say non-producing wells, it means we're choosing not to produce out of these wells because it's beneficial to us to keep the cost of oil, at a certain level.
well, if it starts hitting over, say, price of gas hits $3.25 to $3.50, then they'll start fucking cranking that shit up again.
Yeah.
And then they'll start fucking poking holes all over the fucking place again. There's another formation right below the Bakken called the Three Forks, which is twice the size of the Bakken.
Really?
There's actually oil fucking literally below pretty much the whole state, even into Minnesota. It's a big fucking.
Where did the term Bakken come from? Was that
I have no idea.
Somebody's land.
Might have been maybe a scientist who found it or whatever. I don't
Mr.
know.
Bakken?
But they have. There's like I said, there's another formation apparently twice the size of the Bakken. We have technically the United States has more oil than Saudi Arabia. It's just cheaper to fucking. It's cheaper to go over there and drill it.
Yeah. Drill, baby, drill.
Well, when you're a fucking sheik worth fucking $20 billion,
Probably more than that.
and that's just one of them. The royal family's worth like a
Trillions.
Yeah.
1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
And they're murderous thugs. Okay,
Yeah.
fuck Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Yeah.
19 of the 20 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. What was the other one?
Syrian, wasn't he?
I think he might have been, yeah.
I think he was Syrian.
Or it was the Jew that was leading them.
I got a question for you.
It was the one Jew. He was the one. He tricked them all.
Oh my God.
So I've been diving deep into conspiracy this week, and now I believe everything.
Yeah.
I believe it all. No.
So, do you think like there's certain names that are derived from like racial stuff that might be a little too close to comfort? Like a name, like somebody's name, like, well, Julie.
Julie.
Look at Julia Dreyfus.
I never thought of that.
She's Jew.
Oh.
So maybe they're like, well, we can't just call her a Jew. Let's add something to it. How about we add an L-Y or an L-I-E at the end? We're going to call her Julie.
Maybe that's where it came from.
That's what I'm kind of...
Yeah. Well, I always say I think my ancestor must have been a shoemaker.
God,
a Jewish shoemaker, because you do look like a Jew.
My nose. My nose ain't that big.
Wow,
it's the most anti-Semitic episode that we've ever done.
No,
probably not
close. Remember, we cut on the fucking Jews for killing Jesus, and he was a Jew.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. He was the king of the Jews.
Oh, God.
Wow.
That was the Jewish 1776. They were like, we don't want a king. We're leaving the monarchy. Crucify that man.
And the Romans were like, hey, man, we're out. We're out of here.
Jewish Revolution. Really?
Any one of you Jews want to donate to this revolution? Oh, I'm broke. I don't have nothing. What's that sound in your pocket? There's a lot of money in your pocket.
Judas, at the Last Supper, was like, this is our 1776. And everyone was like, what the fuck is 1776? It's the year zero. Oh, it would have been like 32 by then. Or whatever.
And see, that's another name right there. Judas. They had to make a name for...
Wow.
Julius.
Yeah.
Judas. Was he a Jew?
Judas? I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
Because he ratted on him for money.
I don't think it was over money, was it?
Oh, he got paid. He got paid so much in silver, I believe, to fucking rat him out.
Told him to fucking do it or something.
I
don't know.
Yeah, well, the devil once went down to Georgia, and you wouldn't
looked for a soul.
Yeah, and you wouldn't battle him in a violin competition or a fiddle competition.
Oh, he did. He won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name? Beat him. Remember? Don't know the song.
Johnny, I think.
Lay his golden fiddle down at Johnny's feet.
Yep.
Johnny said, "Come on back if you ever want to try again. Because I told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that ever been." Yeah,
nice job.
It's a good song.
Great song. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So but you guys haven't really answered the question.
What was the question?
Could certain names be derived by somebody's ethnicity? Because, like I said, like Julie.
It might be.
You
might be onto something.
Well, there was that.
We need to do more research on
there was that gangster, Whitey Bulger.
Yeah.
He was white.
Sure it was white. We can't just call him white. Well, what about Whitey? All right.
Well, and look, there's apparently there's on the reservation. You're always going to find that Uncle Brownie.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh God, I want to say something now. I don't think I should though.
It's drunks versus the world.
I think I told you this. Me and my brother, we were trying to come up with more modern Indian names.
Oh, fuck. Are we talking dot or feather?
Feather.
Okay.
What about, like jackpot? Jackpot counting card was what we came up with.
Jackpot counting card. That's a good one.
Jackpot counting card.
I told my nephew, apparently my sister for some reason was trying to find out if they were to go to the res, if they could get my nephew and my niece their fucking Indian name. Mm-hmm. Now apparently there's some sort of fucking ritual or whatever that has to be done. I said, Christy, I got one for him. What is it? Squat to pee Seidel. What? Yeah, look, squat to pee. No, we're not going to even squat to pee. I was like, how about little yellow stream run down side a mountain? Shit like that. She was just like,
it's got legs.
See?
It's got legs.
Jackpot counting
card.
No, they couldn't count the cards.
That's true.
So,
wow, this is
getting out of hand.
So, as a Native American, like when you were growing up, and when you had to get a haircut, did you go to the local scalper, or what did they call them?
Scalps.
We just called him the white guy.
The white man who cut hair.
Dude, my hair when I was growing up looked like the fucking fifth Beatle. Because at times we go to a barber, or at times my mom did it. Mm-hmm. And she just went straight across with the bangs and fucking straight down. I'm like, me and my brother looked like looked like the Beatles. It was
Beatles.
It was horrible. You know the Beatles.
I love the Beatles.
You know more than anybody about them.
You know pretty much everything about
everything there is.
Yeah. Like, there's not a trivia question about the Beatles.
No.
Actually, I really want to know, did you ever get one right?
I'm
sure you have.
I'm sure I have. There's been some easy ones, like name the 4 Beatles or
Dung Beetle.
So I told you I'm good.
Ladybug.
Name
Ladybug.
Name the Beatle played by Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Ringo.
That's not right.
Oh, my bad. No, I just my sister brought that shit up. I'm like, your son and your daughter are probably like a quarter Indian, because I'm not sure how much my ex-brother-in-law is, but my sister, me, and my brother are all about half. Mm-hmm. But unless it's according to the fucking United States government, this quantum blood bullshit.
Quantum blood.
Yeah. So the United States government are trying to fucking, and this is just some stuff I've read. And obviously it's probably more of a conspiracy theory than actual fact. But they are saying, so from me, since my mom is full, my dad had like a spit of Indian in him.
I bet she did.
No, my dad.
Oh, I thought you said your mom had a spit of Indian in her.
No.
Like, yes, she certainly did.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, so they said that they would say technically, so just fucking math wise would say that I'm half, right? But I've seen people that are like 3/4 that when it comes to blood quantum from the United States government, how they figured it out, they're less than a quarter. So the little theory is out there is that if they can fucking turn around and get every Native American blood quantum fucking levels down to fucking less than 1%, then they could turn around and get rid of the fucking reservations, take the shit back, and everything. And so it's just kind of, I'm not saying that it's...
How far out would that have to happen?
Quite a while.
Could that
happen? It would be a while, but...
There's still fucking... a lot of people on the reservations, even like the ones not locally, but the ones here and ones in Minnesota, you got a lot of full-breds.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, my mom, I'll take that back. My mom isn't 100%, but she's like 98 or 99.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the issue with trying to say once your heritage is only a certain percentage or whatever, like, then you can't have the reservations anymore or whatever. The problem with that is that eventually, that's gonna be a fact of life. Like, as we like commingle more and more, and people start marrying people of other ethnicities, naturally, it's all gonna trend towards one just genetic kind of C. But there's no one's. Generations down the line, no one's going to be 99% native or like...
Here's my idea. But so they want to try to keep it to where they can keep their traditional part of their lives still in place. How the fuck are you going to keep your traditional part of your life in place, or of your ancestors in place, when you're fucking building casinos?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Yeah. And that's not even to try to be funny. I mean, I get why they build them, but...
Money.
Yeah, it's to bring in, it gives a lot of them jobs. Now, a lot of these fucking casinos are supposed to bleed down any profit down to the tribe. And they're like, well, like the one in Belcourt. Oh, we've never had a profit. Oh, so why are you building?
Never had a profit.
Why are you building another fucking wing to the hotel?
Casino, yeah.
I mean,
because then they can get more people there, and then they can make a profit.
Yeah. Look at the casinos in Monoman. That fucker, when I went there on weekends, that place is always busy. Mm-hmm. But they're not bleeding anything down to the tribe members either, because they don't make a profit. Well, but they're adding another fucking wing to their hotel, and every time you turn around, we're not making no profit. You know what? any fucking businessman would tell you, if you don't make a fucking profit after so many years, you shut that shit down. You're going to tell me that these casinos that aren't making any money shouldn't have been shut down by fucking regular business management standards? Just fucking stupid.
Could you see a scenario in the future where, like, people don't go to casinos anymore, like our generation and Gen Z millennials, because they don't. I think
it'll eventually
they won't get the foot traffic that they.
It'll eventually go mostly online.
I don't know. I don't know because you're already having enough fucking troubles in the States to just fucking legalizing just pull tab, or not pull tabs, but like lottery.
Yeah,
they're having problems with just getting a lottery legalized.
The ones on the reservations, I bet people will stop going to.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because, first of all, they're not supposed to allow gambling over state lines. But look at these certain football apps and shit like that where you can't. I don't know, and if they do, it's going to be a ways down the road. I think
it'll still be down the road a bit, but
we'll be dead. I think.
I do think that's the way it's gonna go, and it's a shame because like the bright lights of the casino are part of our history. Like the only reason that Columbus discovered the U.S. was because he saw the lights from the local casinos.
Atlantic City.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a wild
fucking Christopher Columbus had dirty fucking.
Like, what is that light in the distance?
Casino lights. That's funny.
Some of the shit I just reading some of the history about like slavery when they were bringing black people over from Africa. They're like, oh, we're too heavy. Let's just throw some motherfuckers overboard.
It was fucking brutal back then.
Yep.
Wild.
Oh, this one's sick. Well, let's feed him to the sharks.
See you later.
Yep. Oh, that guy wasn't sick until the white guy showed up. See, it's you motherfuckers that started all this fucking famine and shit. You guys fucking your sisters and everything. You guys started some shit.
Yeah, sorry.
You should be. You should be. So, I do have another question we were talking about earlier is movies that were like blockbuster movies that had a sequel that came out that just fucking bombed.
Joker 2.
Yeah. That is apparently.
Still haven't seen it.
Well,
I haven't either. But
I've heard that it's like the what do you want to call it? It's in probably in its third weekend now. But as of last week, it did worse than any movie in history.
It's the blockbuster bomb of the summer.
It's like lost between $200 and $300 million.
Yep.
And apparently Lady Gaga only did it because she was hoping it'd bring her a fucking Oscar nomination.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to one person yesterday who said they did like it, but this person is not a person you would take advice from or anything.
I still want to see it, but I need to watch the first one.
Everything else has been negative that I've heard.
I'll wait till that motherfucker comes out on DVD or something because I'm not. We were going to go to it the other day, and we decided against. We went and seen that Transformers 1, that animated Transformers.
Oh, yeah?
I liked it. It was a good movie. But I mean, so like Beetlejuice came out, and apparently it did okay, but I think the movie sucked.
I didn't see that either. Rolling Stone here has got the top 50 worst sequels of all time.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Number 10 is The Exorcist 2, which I haven't seen.
I seen it, and
I can think of one off the top of my head.
Which one?
Boondock Saints 2.
God, yes.
Oh.
But I mean, at the same time, even the original wasn't a hit. Not in theaters.
After
it became kind of a cult classic. So then they went to make a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it was not good.
Apparently, they're going to do another one.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Fucking Hollywood.
You ever seen Green Street Hooligans?
Nope.
It's actually pretty good. It's about soccer hooligans in the UK, and one guy comes from his sister lives in the UK because she's married to this dude, and he comes up and he's a journalist major, and apparently soccer hooligans hate journalists. And anyways, he becomes a big fucking what do you want to call it? Into this club, and ends up finding out that he was a journalist. They beat the fuck out of him, and but the second one is fucking horrible. Oh yeah, all it does is shows you what happened for those guys that ended up going to prison after some people got killed during the last fight, and really. So
was it as terrible as Terminator Dark Fate?
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's the third one, or I think that was the third one. That's the one with the chick, I think.
I guess it could be. I don't remember what the tagline of that
There's
one
been
was.
so many Terminators.
I remember the third one. It was pretty dumb.
There was T2, and I think it was Dark Fate, then it was Genesis, I believe, and there's one other one.
Yeah. The Sarah Connor TV show and all kinds of shit. Did you like The Hangover 3, which is number 8 on the list?
I've never even seen 2, and I heard 2 sucked.
Oh, I liked the second one.
Really?
3 was, not that great.
The third one was pushing it because it was all the same shit. They got fucked up somewhere. Oh, actually, no, they didn't get fucked up, but they got dragged into something because they got fucked up on the second one, I think.
Yeah. They go to, is it Bangkok?
In the
it was Thailand in the second one.
Yep. And then the third one,
they go back to Vegas.
They go back to Vegas,
Yeah.
That's fun.
I think we could consider all of the Jaws sequels as in that vein.
Garbage.
Like, especially
4.
Yes, 4.
Yep.
And I think especially when you like 2 and 4 might be able to stand on their own as like one-off horror movies or something, but when you compare them to the original Jaws, it's not even close.
Yep.
How about the sequels after Revenge or Return of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking Force Awakens, the fucking whatever, the last Jedi, I think it was, and then fucking Rise of Skywalker or some shit.
Yeah, I'll never watch those again. Those newer ones.
Fucking garbage.
I've never watched any of them. Well, I watched. It might have been the first of the newer ones. I think I watched it at
Return of the Jedi. And
yeah. So those, I love those. Yeah. But of the newer, like Warner Brothers Star Wars,
you mean the after Disney ones?
Yeah.
You're not missing much.
I've only seen that first one that came out, and only kind of in the background at a Thanksgiving day.
Oh God! And you know what they're doing? They're doing another Star Wars with Daisy Ridley again.
Really?
Oh yeah.
And she's not bad. I like her character for the most part. It's just the story and everything.
Like I said, is that there was literally hundreds of fucking books that they could have went off of.
Yep.
But when fucking Diane Kennedy or whatever her name was that took over, Kathleen Kennedy.
Yep.
Took over and said, well, we have no material to base our... Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, right?
Statement.
Every book that came out from... That was part of the Star Wars universe when George Lucas owned it, he had to give them the stamp. Say, okay, yes, we'll use this one. Mm-hmm. Yes, we'll use this one.
Yep.
Fuck.
Number 7 on the list is A Good Day to Die Hard. Which must have
the
been
Die Hard.
That was the 4th one. That was the one with Justin Long.
Was it the 4th one? I thought that was the 3rd one.
No, the 3rd one was that was Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, that's right.
That's my favorite one. I think the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
That's the second one.
That's the 3rd one.
The one with Samuel L. Jackson is.
It's the.
Oh, yep.
Because the second one's the airport one, which was like.
Well, the first one's the greatest fucking Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah, greatest Christmas movie.
Let's not go down that road.
We're getting into the season.
It is. We'll save that for a December episode.
Argue about that again.
Yeah. Speed 2 is number 6.
Holy fuck. That was
Are they on a cruise?
Yep, they're on a
cruise ship.
Wow.
Can't go faster than fucking 10 knots. Shut the fuck up.
How about you just bring a bunch of rescue ships and everyone jumps overboard?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Does he get himself in the same situation again?
It was just Sandra Bullock.
No Keanu Reeves was smart enough to get the fuck out of that one.
He read the script. I think what's her name was just...
They should have did a Titanic too.
They still could.
It's just a still frame of his frozen skeleton at the bottom of the ocean.
No, it's
3 hours.
It's 3 hours of him still trying to get on that fucking door that had more than enough room, and she's like throwing him off,
Or it's just slow like footage of the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean, and then all of a sudden you hear a poof, and then the fucking that Ocean Gate debris starts to sink down.
Yeah.
And it's a documentary about. It ends up being a documentary about Ocean Gate.
Wow. I don't know if they have enough PlayStation remotes to keep fucking pushing down there.
Yeah. I'm surprised they should do like see what Rose did and afterwards.
She was a slut. She
was a whore.
She got married and got 14 kids.
Well, yeah, I want to see that.
I want to see what happened after dark.
Yeah. What else we got?
Do you think that she sat there with that fucking big ass blue diamond, that necklace and everything, worth billions of dollars? Well, probably at least a few $100 million.
There's a lot of money.
But you know what? I got this thing that's worth a lot of fucking money, but I'm going to let my husband go to work for 12 hours a day, 8 days a week. Like, I can't put my kids through college. Why? Well, because fucking,
Because this reminds me of Jack.
Yeah.
Okay,
it wasn't even Jack's.
You don't understand.
Okay,
Sorry.
You just don't get it.
You're right. I don't. Oh, what the fuck?
Number 5, Star Trek Nemesis.
I wouldn't put that on.
I didn't mind that one.
Yeah, it wasn't. I think it was the worst of like the newer, like the next generation Star Trek movies.
Wasn't that the one that had Eric Bana as the bad guy?
I don't remember it. What I remember is the bad guys were like an offshoot of the Romulans
Shinzon?
Or something.
Yeah,
like the dark.
Yeah, I think that was the one with Eric Bana.
It might have been
a young clone of Picard, played by Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's who I was thinking
is
of.
him.
Yeah,
I could see. Yeah,
that's who it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was. For some reason I thought Eric.
I didn't think it was. Like I said, it was I think the worst of the next gen movies. But honestly, actually, no. I think Generations was worse than Nemesis.
It shouldn't be number 5 on this list. Number 4 on the list is Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yes.
So the actual sequel was fucking garbage. We're talking. This is probably the one where they're talking about the younger Harry and Lloyd.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber 2 was the younger
This
ones.
is the 2014.
Okay.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah, God, that fucking movie was horrible. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, even like at least Dumb and Dumberer had like, I'm sure there was some funny jokes at least.
Yeah.
Where that one was, that was just they tried way too hard.
You're telling me this has been a goof for 20 years? Got you. Yep.
Number 3 is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, 2008.
Again,
See, the problem with any of the Indiana Jones was there were so many plot holes in almost anything that George Lucas wrote on his own. Mm-hmm. But the movies themselves were great.
And with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I found myself like initially when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, like really, it was fucking aliens and shit. Like all the, I was like, that is just, they've jumped the shark or whatever. And then think back to the other Indiana Jones movies. They were all just as fucking out there.
Yeah.
The Ark of the Covenant literally like melting people's faces. Mm-hmm. And the cult in Temple of Doom.
Yep.
It was all out there. So I kind of look at that one in a new light now.
I've never seen it.
I don't think it was good, but I don't. Again, just like that Star Trek one, I don't think it's worthy of being
number 3.
Yeah.
Number 2, Highlander 2.
Yes. Okay.
Fucking garbage.
That is notoriously like one of the worst.
Oh my God, the first one liked it. The acting could have been better, but the fucking second one was. Why are you making a sequel to a movie when actually you're not even making a sequel? You're remaking the first one.
Yeah.
Because that's all they really did.
That's all they did.
Yeah, I think it was like a remake, but all like in a more modern. No, I don't know.
It was so fucking dumb. It was.
Not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I think I saw it once and was like, never
put it on my
again.
playlist.
Number one worst
number
sequel.
one.
Can we guess what it is?
I think you could.
Oh, Godfather 2.
Fuck no.
Oh no, that's the good. That's the best one, right? Yeah, Godfather 3 was the terrible.
Correct.
Okay.
Jeez.
I haven't seen any of them, so
you should. You already mentioned it. Number 1 is Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker.
Rise up, yeah.
That was the one. Even like Mark Hamill during the promotional interviews was.
This ain't gonna be very good.
He was not going full on criticizing, but he would kind of beat around the bush, like, "Ooh, it's not good."
First of all, the second one, The Last Jedi or whatever it was called, was literally just a 2-hour, 20-minute long episode of fucking of a science fiction TV show. That's all it was to me, and it was long and fucking sucked. Mm-hmm. The second one or the third one, they really kind of went in and just tore apart anything that had to do with Star Wars.
Which one was it where fucking Leia is just floating in space and she just...
That's the fucking Last Jedi.
That was,
all of a sudden knows how to use the Force now.
No, she's always... So that's the thing. Even in like the extended universe or the books that before Disney bought it, once she found out she was Luke's sister and they knew each other, he started training her.
Oh, okay.
But to fucking... So technically she should have been dead. We all know that actually she should have imploded from the vacuum of space. That's fucking science right there, right? And then to use the Force to be able to push yourself through a non-atmosphere into a fucking ship.
Yeah, that
was
fucking wild.
It was fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And then somehow she survived for a while. Mm-hmm. I just fucking hate that fucking...
then they brought back, what's his face? Who
Palpatine.
Yeah.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah,
come on.
So again, in the books that were written before Disney took over, he actually did have a lot of his DNA was harvested enough to fucking make clones of himself. So, and it's kind of weird because apparently even Darth Vader had some clones. And so they did have enough of that shit, but that stuff is in books, and I read one of them. I mean, the motherfucker gets killed and killed and killed. After the third one, you should just like shut the shit down and be like, this guy fucking sucks, you know?
It's just funny that they could ever film a movie and then get to a point where they're like, wait a minute, Palpatine is in this scene. How did he get here?
Yeah.
And they're just like looking through the script like, oh, there's no mention.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just put a note that says somehow Palpatine returned.
Well, in the Revenge of the Sith, there's that part where he's talking to Anakin, and he told Anakin that there is a way to save your wife, save your loved ones. How do I learn this? Or where do I learn this? Not from a Jedi. And then after the whole fucking, before he fights Obi-Wan, he turns around and says, together we can learn the way to do it. So I think maybe there was something. But if you take, you know, if you're going to clone somebody, whatever, and if they were Force sensitive at the time, they'll probably still be Force sensitive. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just, there's a lot of fucking sequels out there that are just,
Joker 2 will be on this list.
Oh, that'll probably be the first one.
Might be.
I mean, I could see that happening, you know.
Whoever idea it was to make it a fucking musical needs to be fired.
Kicked in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was, you remember that 80s movie, the Romancing the Stone? Oh. Yes. What was the second one? Jewel of the Nile. No, Jewel of the Nile, I believe is what it was called.
Never heard of it.
Those were actually pretty decent.
I love them.
Yeah. I thought the
best sequel of all time, Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me.
I think, what was it? God damn it, I missed it. Oh, fucking the second Revenge of the Nerds. Sucked.
Garbage.
Fuck yeah.
Did you ever watch, was it Porky's?
Yeah. No,
that was a while.
I was really young when I watched it.
There was like there's a few of those.
Yep. There's a few.
You couldn't do that anymore.
No. Police Academy. The first and second ones were great, but the ones after that sucked. And the best one was the second one, as far as I'm concerned.
It's up there. It's up there. Space Jam 2.
Fucking
garbage.
Horrible.
Garbage.
Horrible.
Revenge of the Nerds 2 is actually number 12 on this list.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah.
I liked the original Revenge of the Nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did another one called, like, the third one I think was The Next Generation, where all of their sons are nerds, and it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Rocky 5.
I didn't mind Rocky 5.
Yeah, 5 was the bad one. That was Tommy Morrison. Or Tommy Gunn, yeah.
I didn't
Played
mind
by
it.
Tommy
I didn't
Morrison.
mind actually any of them because, you know, they kind of kept going with the storyline. And for Rocky to keep living in the boxing world, he had to do something.
Hey, I had to do something.
Hey, I'm 65. I'm going to beat you up, Tommy Gunn. You're like a brother. But I'm going to fuck you up.
Brother. He's in that. You ever seen Tulsa King?
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's good.
Either. I had it too.
He was in some of the movies that fucker's done.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Yeah. And he wrote a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yep. He wrote Rocky, and like he turned down deals for it because he was like, no, I'm gonna star in it. Like this is my movie. And
a great decision.
He ended up writing and selling the rights to it. Well, not selling the complete rights, but he sold like 51% of the fucking ownership rights to somebody. And for years, he tried to get it back, and the guy was like, fuck you. Mm-hmm. But I mean, can you imagine what the fucking he's been making off of that and off the fucking Rambo movies?
Lots.
Since, because he wrote the First Blood, too.
Yep.
He's wrote a ton of his fucking movies.
There's been 6 of those.
The Expendables.
I bet he wrote that porn that he was in, too, back in the day, back in the 70s.
Was there a sex tape of him? Or
no, he was legit. It was a porn.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Before, back in the fucking late 60s, early 70s, he was a porn.
Shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
You gotta look that up.
You really want to see?
incredible.
You really want to see his? You really want to see his O face?
Also, if I remember right, there was a lot of hair in the.
It's a 70s. They had 70s bush back then.
Yep, that was
It's just the way it was.
It was normal.
It looked like you were trying to smuggle fucking Arnold from Different Strokes and under your dress. And then you had Arnold. Yeah, I'll do Commando 2. I'm sorry, I think Predator 2 sucked.
Predator 2 was bad.
I haven't seen it.
Really? It's the one with
bad.
Daniel Glover. But I didn't mind like some of the offshoots, like the Alien versus Predator. I liked some of those.
I think that kind of stuff is cool, where you kind of, after the fact, you're like, actually, what if they were in the same universe? And
they did that Predators. The one where they landed, where they were dropped off on a planet was where it was a gaming reserve for the Predators, and I can't remember what the fuck was his name. Guy's got a fucking big old schnoz, and he was one of the main characters in where they were dropped into that. And then there's another one where there's just been so many of them. But I heard that new fucking Alien Romulus was actually pretty good. That came out within the last couple of months.
they should do an Alien versus Predator, but the Predator is Jared from Subway.
That'd be awesome.
Oh God!
Do an Alien versus Predator.
And the alien is a Haitian.
Yeah.
Just
have a real illegal alien jumping the border against Jared.
and then killing Jared Fogle.
And it's Donald Trump's the Predator.
It's Alien versus Predator.
Alien versus Predator is just a Haitian hunting down Donald Trump.
Vice versa. But what about? Apparently, there's a comic line out there about it's fucking Wolverine versus Predator. It is apparently
Wolverine would destroy him. Dude, Predator couldn't kill Wolverine.
Dude, apparently it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I heard it was really cool. I've been meaning to go see if I could, maybe order the fucking full thing, because that's what the graphic novels are. Really, is just to grab the whole fucking series of a certain storyline and just throw it into a book and say, here you go. Mm-hmm. So I heard that, but that would be cool. Mm-hmm. One sequel that I was kind of disappointed in, but it still did fantastic, was the second Deadpool. I knew that you just keep your fucking mouth shut over there.
I'm gonna go take a piss. You guys, this is your segment right here.
I like the idea of Cable and Domino and fucking, And
was Cable in? Oh,
yeah, he was in the second one.
The second one. I was thinking of this latest one. Yeah.
Oh, I liked it. I really did, but I didn't like it as much as I liked the first one and the newest one.
The second one, I thought like the villain just seemed kind of cheesy to me.
Yeah.
That was
the little kid.
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah.
Not Cable. Cable, I like Josh Brolin is fucking awesome. Yeah, I thought that part was good, but yeah, the kid just seemed a little cheesy. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
They showed the fact of why Cable was hunting him, but I think, if they would have pushed the movie out to say 2 hours, they could have had more of a reasoning between, what had actually happened and what did happen and all that other shit. But, I know Justin loves Deadpool.
Oh yeah, he's a huge fan of Deadpool. Loves
Ryan
can't
Reynolds.
Stop talking about Ryan Reynolds.
Right. Him and Ryle were at that Time Bomb fucking wrestling thing.
Every day when my alarm goes off, I pick up my phone and I look and there's a fucking text from Justin. It's always a picture of a shirtless Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Weird.
Deadpool 2, he said fuck 3 times.
Oh, I bet he says it more than that.
Wow. I remember I go to bed at night and Justin always sends me the text message of him photoshopped in with a shirtless Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
And he's always like, what do you think Ryan Reynolds' dick looks like?
If you had to guess.
Do you think it would fit in my mouth?
He's probably sitting there thinking, I wish I was Blake Lively.
Yeah.
I think
I do like Ryan Reynolds.
You just don't like Deadpool.
I don't like Deadpool. No.
You need to shut up about him. It's a great...
You guys are the ones that keep bringing it up.
Because it's a great movie.
Yeah, I'll make a chance.
We sat there, we went over them. I know that we're missing at least one of the most worst fucking sequels.
Pretty much all the Pirates of the Caribbean after the first one.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
More American Graffiti.
Goonies 2.
Oh, God.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I loved American Graffiti. The second one was fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. Do we need 48 Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, we need 4,000 of them.
Use a couple more, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Need one every year. It should come out every Halloween. A new Friday the 13th.
Then you had Tremors, Tremors 2, Tremors 3.
Those are all bad. I mean,
First one's good.
The first one's awesome. Mm-hmm. The sequels are terrible, but they do have like a fun factor to them.
But about the one, a good one is National Treasure 2.
I haven't seen that.
Well, that one's actually pretty good.
It's been too long.
It's like I like the first one. The first one, I like them both. If I see them, fuck, I'll put it on.
I like all the Ocean's 11, 12, 13,
except for 8. The one with all the women, and it's not. It is totally because I'm sexist.
I know.
They go for like a $10 million score while their brother's going for hundreds of $1 million. You need to step up your game there, Sandra.
Is that what it's called? The 8?
Yeah, it's Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8. Yeah, Ocean's 8. Yeah, and it's like they end up getting caught because like the mission started and they all started like, oh, you look really cute in that makeup.
You need to change that shirt.
So like
they all had their period, then they got caught.
Yeah, they all got angry at the same time. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
And then the dead giveaway.
Yeah, no, I didn't like it at all. But I liked all the Ocean 11s, 12s.
13s,
14.
Yeah, I watched the original. That ain't bad. Mm-hmm. With the Rat Pack.
It's weird he stopped liking them though once they got to 18. He's like, 18.
Yeah, it is weird.
Feels like this has been going on too long.
Yeah, they're legal. I don't like it.
We'll do something else. Watch something else.
What do you do? Alrighty, gentlemen. Well, we are sitting at about that time. Justin, do you have anything you would like to let our listeners know about?
Time Bomb Wrestling. Shout out to...
Did you go to that?
I did last night.
Wow.
Sounds
like a good time.
You would have loved it.
Should have went.
Should have went.
Should have told us.
Should have.
And Lucas, how about you?
Not I don't really have much to say, just that consciousness is an illusion and you do not actually exist as a person.
Wow, getting deep right at the end, dude. Thanks a lot.
Wow.
Thanks for
hot take.
Hot take. And the only thing I want people to know is to check us out on Spotify and Good Pods and YouTube and anywhere else you can find podcasts. So
cool.
Alrighty. Well, peace out, bitches.